Hey, what is happening, everybody? This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit, brought to you by the fine community of Patreon members, patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. I am Aunt Pruitt, sitting on this here mic, coming to you live on YouTube and whatever podcast application you are enjoying, as well as sitting here with the one and only, the one that everyone comes to see and love, Miss Phoebe Queen Pruitt, sitting right there. How you be, dear?
I'm swell. How y'all doing?
Sometimes I wonder if I should really believe that. Thank y'all for being here, watching live on YouTube. If you're in the YouTube live stream right now, please go ahead and give us those social signals and so forth. Appreciate that. We got Ozone Nightmare in the house. Thank you. We have Cinder Fractal in the house. Thank you. Appreciate y'all being here. See you right there on the screen.
Cinder Fractal, a whole Nightmare Before Christmas license plate holder. So it's just like,
oh my God,
license plate holder. So it's just like the edges.
Oh God.
Cause
she's just as weird as you are.
I mean, I like them. I had like the lunchbox at one time, and shirts and stuff like that. I guess I am missing out, Ozone Nightmare, because I don't have a.
No, he says I'm missing out.
Oh, he missing out. Yeah, I guess you missing out too.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I guess you missing out too, because I'm missing out too.
Oh God, he says Missing Out is a great movie. So yeah, sure. What? Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it, folks.
Yeah,
man,
it's good stuff.
One day, maybe I'll check it out Sunday. Sunday should be my slow day.
Check out. What you gonna check out?
This Nightmare. You
gonna watch the movie?
But it's a musical, though, isn't it?
Yes.
No, never mind. That's okay. That's not going to happen.
You've walked in on me watching it when we were still in Roanoke Park.
I have?
Yeah, because I watched it in Roanoke Park several times.
Oh.
Jack Skeleton singing with his long, skinny self.
A skeleton that's skinny.
Yeah. That's why he's skinny.
You know what would be even funnier? A skeleton that was fat.
I tried to get you to be Jack Skeleton too for Halloween, because you got the bald head.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why you didn't want to do it, because you're not skinny.
No, I'm not skinny.
Yet.
And I'm fine with that. Oh gosh. Anyway, it's been a little while since you've been on the mic. I was on the mic last week, did a short show from the road, CES, gave everybody a quick little update on the stuff that was happening there and the stuff that happened to me and my eyes and all of that crap. And then I told him, look, I don't want to get into everything else until you were on the mic, because I felt it's much better content. So I'm going to come out the gate right now, everybody, and say this show might be a little bit longer. Depends on how she flows. See, yeah, right there. See that face right there? Right there. She maybe she doesn't want it to be a little bit longer.
Why do you think it would be longer?
It seems like there's quite a bit to discuss.
Oh.
To me, it does.
Oh.
When I'm going through my head, no, we don't have production meetings or anything like that. But I do some kind of little prep, and I just did a quick second of prep in our little Slack channel. Just wrote out everything that was in my head that I thought was noteworthy of talking about. Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
Oh.
It's a lot.
Oh.
Because you got to remember, we were together last on the mics before December 25th. Mm-hmm. We are this January 16th right now, damn near a month away. Mm-hmm. So it's been a lot that's happened. Well, not a month, but it's been several weeks. So it's been a lot that's happened in between there, and some of it's pretty significant in my opinion.
But you kept everyone in Patreon updated throughout the weeks, even though we haven't recorded.
I kept them updated to an extent. To an extent, okay? Because there's some things I thought were, it's definitely best to be heard in your voice. There's some things throughout that couple of weeks or what have you. So if it's like that, I don't put it in Patreon. I let you talk about it, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do try to keep our extended family squared away and up to date on a lot of the ins and outs, such as they do know that I've been sick since coming back from CES, and I am now better, and I have my voice. You were battling a cough. They knew you battled a cough a little bit, but you seem to be doing all right, other than staring at me with a raised eyebrow.
Because
interesting.
You brought stuff back here from, because I didn't have a cough. You had a cough before you went to CES.
Yeah.
I have to keep reminding you of that shit. I don't understand why I have to keep reminding you.
Why are you reminding me of it?
That you had a cough before you went to CES, and then you went to CES and picked up some other germs, some other stuff that was there.
Yeah.
And then you came back here and was sick and then shared it, and I was rebuking it with whiskey and orange juice and lemon, because it would just hit me at night is when I would get achy.
Let's not
feel
put
bad.
me bringing something back as the reason you hitting the whiskey, because you hit the whiskey damn near as soon as you hit the door every single day. So they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, that just made sure that I didn't skip it. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I didn't skip it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call. But yeah, as I said in the chat, noteworthy bullet points and PowerPoints. That's what I do inside of Patreon. So first, I want to start with just the Christmas holiday, because this is our first like really, really different Christmas, in my opinion. You know what I mean? The whole empty nest thing, you know?
Yeah.
And it was definitely different, but it wasn't a bad thing.
No, but it's different. It's weird.
Definitely different. Hardheads did come back for however long they were here. Wasn't very long, but it was cool to see them, and we got together and had our meal.
No one can see you
and
talking.
played our games. Well, I just got it on the wide shot, right?
Yeah, but it's just the back of your head. No one can.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, we got together playing our games and watching TV or what have you, and it was just fun, and listening to some of the conversations between, you know, our kids and our niece. We had some fun, you know, and we played poker, and I wanted to host a poker tournament. So when I say that, I tell the family, look, I'm going to put money in a pot. First place wins this, second place wins that kind of thing. And this is not unusual. I've done that before. But man, they are really bad at poker this time around. Everybody just went out. You had no shot. Did you even play? Like, I mean, were you in it for
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
were
I
you
played.
You were in it for like 2 hands and done.
I was in it, but I didn't start off with money. I don't feel like I had money. I don't know what it was, but it was
everybody
really
had
quick.
chips. I set everything up fairly as a tournament style, and you were like gone. Like,
yes,
quickly.
because we were playing with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I haven't played with a lot of people.
Yeah, I see that.
I haven't played. I just, play for fun. You factored in money and, but.
But that's just my way of just, I like to do that and have fun with the family, and money always makes people move, And so we're playing the game, and our niece, Lee Janine, she's not in here tonight. She's feeling all good about herself and her poker game, and she's dropping down these massive hands and then turn around and get smacked in the face, literally, by our future daughter-in-law, who has no idea what she's doing.
The beginner's luck is a real thing, because I feel like I even had it when I first started playing.
Yeah.
And
she was tearing everybody out, tearing their asses up.
She beat everybody.
Except for me. Except for me. And so we kept playing, and people just kept falling off, and Isaiah was falling off quickly, then Jacob fell off quickly. And Jacob is actually pretty good, but I don't know what was in his head. So it came down to me and our future daughter-in-law, and she really had no shot against me. But it was fun to do that and watch you and Janine watch some videos, and we were reminiscing over some music and old school music videos back in the days, MTV. You know, now when we talk about MTV, it ain't got nothing to do with music videos. Now it's Yellowstone and 1883 and that kind of stuff. And
all of, I guess, Taylor Sheridan has
Taylor Sheridan.
Some stock in MTV for TV.
Of course.
Maybe, because all of his shows, all of them come on like MTV.
It wouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, Christmas was great. And then the kids literally left within a day or two to go back to their respective universities and so forth.
One did. One was still here.
No, that's right. He changed his flight. But he
just acted like he wasn't here.
Yeah. Yeah. The other hardhead.
That's Isaiah. What happens when they grow up. They don't. It's so different.
It's very, very different.
It's very different. I don't like it.
Why you don't like it? What don't you like about it?
I don't like that I don't have any control over where they go or who they see or how long they stay or any of that stuff, because they're adults and I can't make them feel bad, you know.
Wait a minute.
Like,
what kind of mom tactics is this?
You know, we need to go spend some time with mama because she gonna be in her feelings. Like, they don't care. I used to feel like that. Like, let me go and do this and hang out. So
that's not true. They do have those discussions.
Oh yeah, I believe they. Yeah. What? How long we gonna be there? 15 minutes and we out. Okay, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, but yeah, that was Christmas, and then we got time for the New Year holiday. So that meant going down to the Rose Bowl, and the Rose Bowl trip. We knew it was going to be a bit of an ordeal because there's a lot hanging in the balance for the Rose Bowl. You know, being it national championship stuff and stuff outside of football. I'll just say it like that. So we drive down to the Rose Bowl, not to the Rose Bowl, to LA, get to our hotel down in Torrance, California.
I was saying Turner.
Turner? No,
I was telling somebody and they're looking at me like, I said, well, maybe it's not that. I just know it starts with a T.
Yeah, it's Torrance. Because it was a reasonable rate and it wasn't terribly far away from Pasadena. So we get in there and we get checked in to the hotel. And I remember the attendee was just like, she appreciated me kind of thing, because I clearly wasn't like some of the other patrons that were staying there in the hotel. Do you remember any of that?
Yeah.
So
we were the minority.
Yeah. Yes, we were.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, so we get to the hotel and there's a lot of Asian people there at this same hotel. I don't know, Korean,
I didn't
China,
see anybody else.
It was a lot of Asian people.
To the next day. Then I saw other ethnicities, but
you did.
When we first got there, like, I didn't see anybody.
All I saw was Asians.
Asian everywhere. Asian. We walked into a whole like Jesus table set up of just Asian people. I don't know what they were doing. It looks like they were playing. They were playing
some kind of game, right? Yeah. And so they apparently had been rather, I'll just put in air quotes, demanding with the hotel staff there for whatever reason, and being jerks and rude. And some of them even decided to extend their stay like at the last minute, you know, like checkout times the next morning at 11 o'clock. They decided at 10:55, we're going to extend our stay, and totally just messing up the flow, all on New Year's Eve of all times.
And so, they were having the hotel was having construction.
Yep, renovations,
and I think that they forgot, or those people were the front desk was, even when we were leaving, I heard the front desk saying, yes, it's on the website. Yep. We have signs up. Yep. There's renovations. Yep. You know, the same things going on. He hung up the phone, but he had said that sentence a couple of times already.
Yeah.
I guess people think, oh, yeah. You got renovations, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But then when it starts, bang, 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 smack, 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 smack. What is all this noise?
Oh, God.
You know?
And it was a lot of renovation going on because the hotel needed it. It wasn't a horrible hotel, but it needed...
That was the fire.
It needed renovation. And I remember setting the reservation up and seeing it throughout my reservation probably 10 times. Hey, we're doing some renovation, so just know what you do before you click select or click OK or whatever. And so... Again, the attendee, she's like happy for us or whatever. And why is Biscuit barking to somebody at the front door? I didn't hear the front door knock. Oh, Jake's probably here. What is that? Okay.
It's broccoli.
So anyway, and I'm not editing any of that out.
I knew he was going to talk about it stinking.
So the staff lady was like, appreciate y'all and just appreciate y'all being real kind, this and that. And then we go to the bar and you wanted some particular drink or whatever. And she wanted a tequila or something and she didn't have that. But then she ended up giving us.
She gave you a beer.
She gave me.
I'm like, giving us what?
She gave me a beer. Yeah, she gave me a free beer, and I don't know, but it just seemed like it was all right. You know, it seemed like it was an all right evening, and we get to our room. Our room is a double bed.
It's broccoli.
Is a double bed room or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the Lucys, the Ricardos.
So, and the weird thing is,
I was excited.
Neither one of us thought twice. We totally just
found our bed,
got our beds, didn't say which bed we sleeping in. None of that. We both of us just like, I'm sleeping over here. No, I'm gonna sleep over here.
Yep.
And that was it. And it was great. About like the 1950s or something other.
Slept really good.
Yeah, we did.
I wish I had one of them beds right now.
Really? You should say that.
Yes, because you were sick and I didn't get to sleep in there because I didn't want to catch anything more than what I felt like I was already catching, because I didn't start feeling it until at night. When the sun would go down, I started getting headaches. My body would ache. And it wasn't until nighttime when I would get here. Cinder Fractal. Oh my God, I spent 4 hours waiting for my car to get new tires, and a couple of Asian ladies were nonstop loud talking to each other. Yeah. But Asian ladies, I know, with working in where I work, they are no different than me talking with my friends or me talking to my sister or me talking to somebody that I know.
Get crazy animated.
We get super loud. Yeah. I'm ethnic. They're ethnic. Yeah. And I realized that even the ethnicity with Hispanic people, you know, I don't know what it is. Maybe we had to fight for time to talk and be present. I don't know. All I know is that we are loud people. Most of the time. You're not.
No, I'm not.
You get around my family or whatever, and I say my family because I don't think yours is loud.
No, my family is not.
But my
I
family
would say
is
on my
pretty
mother's side, yeah, on my mother's side of the family, you know, them folks in South Kakalaki, they get loud. But for the most part, the rest of us, no, we're not very loud like that.
Yeah, no, it's loud in my family because it's a bunch of us, and maybe that's why. Because we had
huge family.
We had to talk over everybody, and then everybody else is loud, so you had to be even louder than that. And I think that's what it is, because a lot of times you don't even know. I would listen, and I had to stop assuming that they were yelling at each other.
Yeah.
And saying bad things to each other, because it's not necessarily that they were angry with each other. It's just passionate talking.
Yeah.
Like, I am the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just loud.
So that is New Year's. No, that wasn't New Year's Eve. That was the 30th. We go to bed, wake up the next morning, get Biscuit, let him do his thing outside. And I did see, that's when I saw a black person.
It was New Year's Eve.
30th is when we got in there. But anyway, the 31st is when we woke up. I go outside and I saw a black person for the first time, because all we saw was Asians. And the black person was part of law enforcement. So I'm like, what the heck's law enforcement doing here? Coming back into the building is what I noticed of.
That's on the 1st. Yes. Because the game was on the 1st. And the 1st is when we were getting ready to go to the game on the 1st.
The 1st. Yeah. So we went, New Year's Eve. Yeah, because we went to sleep. New Year's Eve. Barely watching.
That was it.
Barely watching the timer thing.
That picture was us on New Year's Eve.
Right.
I already put my rollers in and everything.
It wasn't even 8 o'clock.
But we were in the bed. I wasn't asleep.
No, but we were both close. We were both close. So New Year's Day is, I see the black person outside, and I'm bringing Biscuit back in. Get on the elevator, and I hear this alert basically saying, hey, get out of your rooms and evacuate the hotel. So I'm like, this can't be real. And I come off the hotel, and I come off the elevator before it starts to go up, and saw one of the attendees there. And I was like, did I just hear an evacuation order? And she said, yeah. And I said, all right, cool. Go upstairs to come get you, assuming you heard the same thing.
I'm standing in front of the TV watching the nonsense that had just happened on Bourbon Street. Yeah. So I'm looking at this, and I'm hearing this woman, attention please, and I look up at the thing, and she's like, please, leave, and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, is this for real?
Yeah.
And then she kept saying it over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, because it was like a robotic PA sound.
It would go off, and she would say the same thing, but she was talking. It didn't sound like a recording.
It didn't sound like a recording.
Yeah.
But it still, at the same time, was a bit monotone.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, let me get all the important stuff that might be important. Yeah. And leave. And then I see you walking down the hall. Yeah. And you were like, and then the one lady, she was like, y'all look good. And she works there, so it's like, are we supposed to be?
None of them were in a rush. None of the staff was in a rush. Everybody was just sort of.
Yeah, she's just cleaning the room, doing her stuff with a little card. Y'all look good. Good team. Yeah. And then we go down the stairs, and
they had everybody outside, because apparently someone pulled on a stupid fire alarm. Or
it's a part of the renovation stuff issues that they didn't really know.
Yeah.
What to do.
So that was a little odd way to start the morning. In addition to, we also didn't have the hot water.
Yeah.
Didn't have hot water. but we were able to do what we need to do and get on up our door. So all of that chaos started happening just as we were getting ready to go to the ball game.
Yep.
You know, so we knew nothing was on fire. We left Biscuit in the room as per usual and just went on about our day. So we go to Pasadena and we're riding through and seeing how beautiful that area is and get to the Rose Bowl. And the place is, as a football fan, it's really freaking surreal to me. I know most of y'all won't care about that, but it's pretty freaking cool. Whoops, I can't show the picture. Why I won't show the picture? There. Okay. So this is us getting into the Rose Bowl, and she's got a beer, but
oh, I didn't see those pictures. I didn't see that one.
This is her getting her beer. But prior to getting that beer, we had to go through the ticket situation. Okay. So we went through our ticketing situation. All right. We'll call player tickets, yada, yada, yada. Go through the security line. Security guy stops me. You can't take that camera in here. And I'm like, why not? He says, because it's not allowed. I said, cameras are allowed in football stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he says, no, not with that lens on it. And I said, no, this is not a long lens. He's just looking at it. And then his coworker on the other side of the table, she says, you doing too much. Did you hear her say that?
I heard her say he doing too much at some point.
You doing too much. But old dude was essentially just very, very enthusiastic about telling me I can't take my camera in there that had a 24-105 lens on it, which is not a long lens, but is the lens that I've taken into any football venue because I know it's safe. I know it's not something that's going to get thrown out, but I do know it's good enough to take decent pictures. He continues to argue with me, and I know I'm in the right. And we go over and just say, you know what, let's just go ahead and talk to the Oregon people about getting our tickets and deal with this camera stuff and whatnot there. And the Oregon folks, thankfully, said, no, there's nothing wrong with that lens. You're right. I'll hold on to this camera. I'll text you something. And then she's like, wait a minute, actually, you just stand over there for about 5 minutes and then I just bring it in there to you, just like that. And that's what she did while you were getting beer for us over there. Mm-hmm. But then
I needed it after that situation.
Yeah. So that was like that delayed us about 20 minutes overall between that and getting the beer. So we were a little bit behind getting to our seats because we had to walk around the opposite direction after that incident and whatnot. But it was still great, the timing that we got in there, because we got in there just in time to see the what do you call it, the stealth bomber. And that thing,
like literally just in time.
The thing is, though, let me see if I can do this here.
I heard it.
The thing is,
it didn't sneak up on me. I just want to let you know.
No, it didn't sneak up. Because we knew it was coming, so we were looking for it. And the cool thing about this for me wasn't seeing the actual aircraft, because I've seen them before and they're badass.
Was it the fireworks?
No, but there it is. That sounds great, but this is what my favorite part was. Your face right there. You were so fired up.
It was awesome.
You were so
because
fired up.
Because we were able to make it. I didn't think we were going to be able to make it to see it, and I knew it was going to be some type of flyover.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a flyover. You know?
And we literally just got in there just for that.
Yeah.
And then we went to our seats. We were just at like the little flat thing with the, that was pretty badass. You know, I'm like, I could fly one of them. It make you feel like that. Like I could do that shit right there. That I could do that. I could be a part of that. That's what I like about those types of things. Like, it gives you all kinds of pumping your own self up. Like, you can do anything.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was.
Then
that
it
was, makes
me. It's like, see, that's why I wanted to be a flight attendant, to be up in the air. That's power. But no. No, yeah, and so then we went down to our seats. We were like 16 rows up. Great seats there. Amazing seats.
And the game started.
We were only 14 rows up.
14 rows. Thank you. But yeah, the game started, and then it was everybody knows the score by now. Yeah,
but it didn't even have to do with the score. It was like pump, 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 pump. They come out and smack. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go out here. I want to go out. Let me go out, because they were coming in with it.
State,
I mean, Ohio State was like, forget it. You spit in our face. You've done stuff. We ain't accepting that. Not this time.
Oh boy.
They hit us in the mouth.
It was pretty bad. But first, I want to elaborate a little bit more on that briefly, but we're going to pause for a second for a quick break. Thank y'all for being here. This is Everyday People Doing Everyday Shit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. And you said you wanted to go out.
Because I felt like I was bad luck.
So
I was like, maybe I'm bad luck. So if I go out and I'm, away from it, they can start to win.
And
because it's all about
you did leave. It didn't.
It did not get better.
Did not help. But apparently, you had some other stories to tell about your escapade outside in the tunnel and inside the what do you call it? The waiting area outside.
I went out to get something to eat. And I'm standing in line, and I look at my surroundings before I get in line. I'm in line. And in that time, I looked down at my phone or whatever, and I looked back up, and there was this lady, this white lady, standing in front of me, and she wasn't there to start. I looked around. I was like, where did she come from? I don't know where she came from, but she was in front of me. And there was another gentleman that was right behind me. All of us were right there together, but I remember him. So she takes it upon herself to say, did you break line? No, I did not break in line. I don't know where you came from. So I had to deal with that bull. But I just went ahead. She was ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Gonna tell me that I broke in line and she broke in line. But that was okay. I'll just go ahead and go. It's fine, because she was dead ass wrong. And even the people around me knew she was wrong and she had broken in line. But I had to make, and I hate that I made her feel better.
I don't know if you made her feel better, because she went to the whole defenseless. What do you call it? The woe is me. Oh, how dare! Oh my gosh, I'm attacked. She went into that mode.
Well, she did go into the attack mode, but
not attack mode. I'm being attacked mode.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I mean.
The whole
she was
Karen
like,
playbook.
I just want to go. But just go ahead.
Well,
and after that, I looked like, why? I looked at myself like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Why did you not go into that? I'm being attacked by this white woman.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have done that. Like, why are you doing this? Why did you break in line in front of me? Right. She broke in line. that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Now I look back, I could have like
The
really
victim.
made
That's
so
it.
extra and played the victim.
That's it.
to
That's
the,
Cinder Fractal, the victim, right?
Yeah, I wish that I had done that, like to put her on blast, but instead I was like, no, go ahead. I'm still gonna get my food, but
Yeah.
you.
She tells me about this. She was outside in the outside of the stadium for a little while, and then she eventually came back in and she told me all about it. And
I was sending y'all messages
in
the group chat.
Yeah, you said it in there too.
Yeah, because I was like, I got a Karen and out here because the guy in front of her. Because she was like, I'm following him.
Yeah.
And he's turned around to me and he was like, we got a Karen on our hands. And then he gave me a fist bump or something like that.
Yeah.
And so and I'm texting y'all like, I'm dealing with this bull crap out here.
Yeah.
In this. And then I lost my freaking vape pen.
Yeah.
That woman.
But when you came back in, you're telling me about this, and you were like, I can't believe this, that, yada, yada, yada. And I went and took the microphone off of your shirt. And you was like, oh, can these microphones hear us? So, folks, I had the wireless microphones here.
And I had forgotten.
I had them on. I had these wireless microphones on the both of us because I had planned on recording some content from the Rose Bowl.
But I didn't go back in.
But I didn't. But it never happened. And so I took the mic off. And she was asking me about, did it pick it up? And I'm like, nah, the transmitter is you too far away. I can't hear a thing. So whatever. Well, lo and behold, those microphones also record locally to themselves like a phone. So let me give you a little something here.
Rose Bowl Karen is who she was. But she got in food.
See if y'all can hear that.
The guy behind me, when it got up to be her turn, he was like, hey, it's your turn. Go ahead. It's like, don't need to hold up the line.
I can't watch
you
this.
broke in line.
At this point, it would be great.
I mean, I went there. I'm an alumni. What the fuck?
Oh, no, that's you talking to the other lady. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Did you come in front of me?
There she goes.
I've been here
I
with
heard
him.
it.
You arrived shortly after.
Go back.
No.
Following this guy.
You got to listen because you cut in front of me.
Go on.
Here with him. You arrived.
Did you come in front of me?
I've been here with him. You arrived shortly after.
I've been following this guy.
I'm so sorry for you because I've been here right with him. Have I not been with you?
Oh yeah, you've been with me the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know where you came from.
I don't know where you came from.
Following him.
Maybe it's another one that kept going and you, but it's okay. We're going to get our food together. But, you know, if you feel like you were right here behind them, go ahead. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
I don't mean to jump.
It's all good. But you did. But it's okay. Go ahead.
I did, but you did.
It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead and get your food.
She says thank you.
Piece of shit.
So there's that conversation getting caught out there. I'm like, wow. I know she told me about it, but it was funny to hear it. And then there's this here going on.
My mother-in-law just said, I can't watch this.
I mean, what's
At this point,
fantastic?
it would be great.
I mean, I went there. I'm an alumni.
I'm smacking.
You ready to go?
But at least it wasn't a complete shutout. Oh my God, I was really scared it was going to be a shutout.
I know, but it's not even halftime yet. I mean, I want to slit my own throat.
I know,
The lady said,
Straight out and go to bed.
leave them in there. Let's hang out here.
Totally.
You want a fry? You want a waffle fry?
But I would rather go get one of those hot dogs with the onion.
Oh yeah, I saw him coming in. Oh my
I know,
God.
me too. I was like, oh my God, that looks so good. But as soon as they eat, I'm like,
oh, God. hold on. Fast forward a little bit.
I don't know, Torrance. We're in Torrance. We're not even close to here.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Hey,
It was
it was
cheap.
cheap.
I know ours is cheap too. We got it for like.
I have my son is on the football team.
And then the woman stops.
Shut up. And you're ready to leave? That makes me feel good.
I won't leave, but
I know you.
I have to wait around for him. He's on the football.
You're like, my son is on the football team.
He's
and
on
I'm
the football
bitching.
team, but he is not playing. He
It
is not a
doesn't matter.
starter.
It's a
I
big
know.
goddamn deal. He's on the
It
fucking
is.
football team.
This is so true.
Huge.
It is
Huge
huge.
deal.
It is. So
And I
we'll
love
be
that
here.
you're like me, you're like, dude.
I just got to come
just
get some
wanna
more alcohol, then I can go in
wanna,
there and
like,
cheer.
And then I want to order pizza from Domino's.
Yo, did y'all hear that shit?
I don't even remember hearing that and saying that. I just
Did
didn't
y'all hear that shit?
alcohol.
I'm so glad that mic was still on you and it was still recording.
I am not happy that it was. I feel like it was invading my privacy because I forgot. I forgot it was on. Oh my
man.
goodness.
That game again, it was a rough game, but that little moment right there, that was something. That was pretty funny.
It was rough.
Oh gosh. So we go through the end of the game and the post game, get to see Jacob after the game and so forth, and it was moving. It was I guess I can just say moving, because I can remember after he came out and we talked to him and got to see the jersey with the Rose Bowl patch and all of that stuff and his other playoff championship swag, yada yada yada. I just remember the whole notion of just my eyes was just like trying to suck up as much as they could suck up, you know what I mean by that? Just take in everything that I could take in and just try to what? Why are you looking at me like that? What the hell is that look?
No, I'm that's how you're describing how you were feeling.
Yeah, so,
and I'm just listening to you how you were feeling.
Oh, but you were really making a weird face. I should have had the camera on you so you could see the facial expression you was making at me. But anyway, yeah, I was just trying to take in as much as I could because, again, as a football fan, I know this venue and what the venue is like for a football fan. And and then so we start to leave, we starving, and came across the best $10 hot dog I'd ever had in my damn
It
life.
was
I'm
worth
not gonna
it.
speak for you.
Wrapped in bacon. It was wrapped in bacon and the hot dog with the peppers and onions.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know.
Word on the street is they're called danger dogs.
Oh, that's what they're
That's
called?
right.
They have a name.
Danger dogs because they're not OSHA approved. They're out on the street corners, just like the ladies and the gentlemen that sell fruit here.
But there was a bunch of them. There was not like a what do you call it?
You're right. It was a shit ton of them, which probably says
all of
mob,
them had the same
which probably says cartel.
cart.
Probably says cartel, but they're called danger dogs because again, they're not running under like a legit jurisdiction. It's just street vendors,
I thought that they were a part of the whole system.
Oh no,
Right?
no, but they were the best daggum dogs. So anyway, we're gonna pause one more time for a quick commercial break. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you to our Patreon members. We got some new Patreon members, as a matter of fact. Let me pull that on the screen there. Thank you. That list has grown, dear. Notice that the font had to get smaller because the list is growing. I won't read all of those off right now, but thank you to everyone that has joined the paid tier of Patreon. You can join for free at patreon.com/Aunt Pruitt. But yeah, thank y'all, every single one of you on this screen. Let's get this list to grow some more. Cool. And we are back, everyday people doing everyday shit on whatever podcast app you enjoy. Aunt Pruitt over here, Phoebe Pruitt right over there. So we have, what is it? What's that?
Why are you so, what is it? Paranoid, it seems. You making a face. What is that face? What does that look?
I guess you can't.
What is that? Jesus.
I guess you can't see because your eyes are different. Oh, super chat coming in from Ozone. Oh man, glad to hear both of you on the mics again. I wanted to quickly say RIP to one of the great directors of our time, David Lynch. His work isn't for everyone, but he was a wonderfully unique artist that we've lost too soon. I know that name. And Ozone Nightmare, thank you so much for your super chat, my man. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
As she yawns onto the screen.
I did not.
David Lynch. That name sounds familiar. Damn it. That name sounds familiar. But thank you for the super chat. And you all can feel free to do super chats and super thanks inside of YouTube as well.
Thank you.
So that's New Year's Day. That's Rose Bowl. That's our time with University of Oregon football, which is now ended. Mm-hmm. Season is done, and Hardhead's season is done there for the moment. As in, he is out of University of Oregon.
It's done there for the moment.
Yeah, because I say that because he could end up back there. Don't know. So we shall see. Because he has transferred out of there. He's now back here at the house, here going to the same JUCO that his mom's is going to. And it is something going on with your eyes. I'm not making this up. That's why you rubbing them. Something was going on with your eyes. So that's why he's making those weird faces with me.
There's nothing going on with my eyes.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, yeah, he's here.
Or weird faces.
He's here in town, and he's going to be here for, I'm guessing a year. He's now enrolled and officially now on the JUCO football team now. Is that right, dudes?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's now officially on the Santa Rosa JUCO football team as of like yesterday or today. Excuse me, something like that. And starting that process and getting himself back into football shape and gaining some more weight and getting some more reps, and then just going from there with his development. He was considering the JUCO track team, but he has come to grips with the fact that track is you have the 1%, but when it comes to college track, it's like the 1% of the 1% as far as the people to get any type of compensation for it. And it's really, really hard. It's almost like trying to get into the NBA hard, that kind of thing. And that's just college, So he finally came to grips with that and let that go and was like, you know what, just lean into this football thing and go from there. So he will be hanging out here in the studio on that there couch right there as Biscuit's getting his harness taken off of him. And all is well so far. No complaints. I don't have any complaints. Do you?
Complaints about what?
Any of this scenario for him?
Well, for him, I just wish that he had his own space. I know how having his own space is important to him. He's been gone for 6 months with his quote unquote own space, not with his mom and dad.
Dang, both the lights just went out over there. Dang. Anyway.
So.
Oh, but that looks good.
I just want him to be happy. I want them all to be happy. And I don't feel like he's happy being here with his folks, but you know, hopefully it'll get to the place where he can.
Hey, well, I brought up, hey, get some type of package for room and board there, but he was like, no, we save money. I just stay here. And I said, so you stay here in this studio. You know, I said, we can make the most of it. You know, I take the stuff down or whatever, but I can't really move my desk because I still work in here.
I know, but it's just, that's just the mother side, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, I work with this woman who wants to keep her children like at her hip, up under her belly, even as adults. And I told her, and she was like, I would love to have my kids home. And I was like, but would your kids love being home?
Exactly.
And that's what I have to, because I mean, I can't get what I want like that, but I want them to be happy doing what they want to do. And if it makes her kid happy to be in a cult, then let him be in a cult. If my sons would be happy in their own apartments, their own homes and things like that, that's what I want for them.
Yeah.
And being here in the studio, he'll make the best of it, but at the same time, I know he wants his own space. Mm-hmm. So, but we doing what we got to do until we can get what we want, I guess.
That's the thing. But it's all good. I look forward to the journey that continues. Yeah, 'cause I still see it all working. Call me weird, but I still see it all working.
You see all what working?
I still see it all working as far as his career goes with being in the business side of things and fashion. And even if it's not fashion, but on the business side of thing and potentially leading something, because he's got your charisma. He doesn't have mine. You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree.
Really? You think he's...
These kids don't take a lot from me. Not these two Pruitt kids.
Come on.
Yeah, not the two Pruitt kids. They don't take a lot from me. One of them favors me. You can tell that I birthed him, but they don't take a lot from me. My firstborn is more like me than I'd hate to admit, but he is more like me than they are when it comes to a lot of stuff. But
what I'm saying is
charisma.
Yeah,
you
charisma.
talk about personality.
Yeah,
it's a lot of you too.
Well,
it's a lot of you.
I will say this because he knows how to turn it up.
He'll talk to you. He'll talk to me when I say stuff just like you do. Like,
no, what I'm saying is if he needs to do a show, if you will, he can flip a switch and do the show, and it'll sound like you doing a show, just like if you were on stage. You know what I'm saying? You flip a switch when you get on the stage. You transform from this person sitting in front of me to something else. Totally. And I could see him doing just that when it came time to do such a thing. Now, other hardhead, Isaiah, no. Now that dude is me.
Yeah. Oh, I see. He is you for sure. Both of them are you. Jacob just might have a little bit more of my personality.
Yeah,
That's it. That's just it. But the other one, yes, he may look like me, but he is you.
Oh gosh.
Both of them are. Your personalities are very strong.
Oh gosh, man. But yeah, that's that. We'll pause one more time for one quick break before we get out of here, Everyday people doing everyday shit. I'm Aunt Pruitt. She's Phoebe Pruitt. Stay right there. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thank y'all for hanging with us here live in YouTube. Send a fractal ozone nightmare and the great chatter happening in there and the super chats.
Thank
Mad
y'all for being
skills,
here, Cinder and Ozone.
Very healthy. Thank y'all so much. I know this is an off schedule day, but it's been an interesting week between me being sick and her now starting classes again because you're taking your acting career seriously. So your schedule this week was
I need a
wonky.
lot of school.
I had ball game requests to shoot. So yeah, it was I knew this week was going to be different, and next week I'm not so sure yet. I didn't get that modeling gig or what have you, but I had 2 more auditions that I did today. Still looking for work. I had a phone call. Well, actually, I'm playing phone tag with somebody that wants me to shoot an event for them. So, fingers crossed that I get that daggum event. It's small, but I'll take it. It's a small event. At least that's what he said in the voicemail. But I'll take it. So, yeah, the scheduling thing might be a little crazy right now, but I'm totally fine with that right now. And I'll communicate with everybody as far as broadcasting and so forth to keep y'all abreast so y'all can hang out with us live. Before we go, I wanted to touch on, this is January, the beginning of the year, and we tend to just do a blanket celebration of birthdays to start out the year. And then there's always one person's birthday in particular that gets a lot of attention because they definitely care about it. So
who doesn't care about their birthday other than you? Like, who doesn't care about their birthday or having one?
How about you let me finish talking?
I did.
Should I run that back?
You can do whatever you want.
Should I run that back?
Run it back. Take a picture.
So anyway, as I was saying, one person in particular, their birthday is not overshadowed. And so want to say publicly to you, here's to a happy birthday to Queen Pruitt over there. I'm not saying what the birthday day is because I don't do that. I'm not putting your birthday date out there like that, but I do want to say publicly to you and let everybody here in the extended family know that this is when we celebrate your birthday.
It's my birthday month.
We always celebrate in January for that. So cheers to you.
Thank you.
You are how old? 64? Is that right?
84.
84. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, black don't crack.
It don't. Even though it does darken. It gets darker. It gets darker.
But yeah, there's that, and then we were talking about MTV earlier. So remember last year when we said we're going to check out Yellowstone, and we were both just had all this trepidation about like, why in the hell we want to watch all these?
I don't remember that because I wanted to watch it.
White folks, and maybe it was just me then.
Maybe it was just you.
Why do I want to watch all these white folks in Montana and herding cows and stuff? It just did not appeal to me. I was never into Westerns or anything like that.
Me either.
But that show was daggum good. And
all of them.
Looked through those multiple seasons, and it was really, really good. And of course, you burned through it before I did because that's what you do. You don't. I don't know where you find the time to watch stuff like that, but you do.
Because you watch it all together like a long movie. Why
there's
wait
only 24
if you don't
hours
have
in a
to?
day. There's only 24 hours in a day.
But why? I mean, this is a different century, whatever century this is. But
yes, it is.
Long time ago, we used to have to wait a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait another 7 days before I get to watch this. And we don't have to do that anymore. So
You're
why?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
And so far, I tell you what, I am a Taylor Sheridan fan.
He's good.
I'm a huge Taylor Sheridan fan. He's a great writer, producer, director, actor, all of the above. And I like all of them. I like 1883. Didn't care for 1923 too much. Mm-hmm. But 1883 and Yellowstone and Landman and Lioness.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on again, sticking to the theme of Yellowstone and how much I enjoyed that and how you encouraged me to watch it. And I did, and I'm grateful. And Cinder Fractal in the chat says the actor that I saw at CES got killed off, I think. Yes, he did. And his name is Denham Richards. He was in Yellowstone. Yep.
Yes, but he got killed off at the end when everybody else was getting killed off.
Yeah, no.
So that black man made it all the way to the end, to the last season. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that he would have.
Yeah.
A lot of people that came before him did not. But he made it to the last season, and it was great. Yep. I mean, to not just the last season, but the last season of the series.
Right.
So it was a really good show. It was just, I really liked 1883 is my favorite out of all of them. Okay.
So as you mentioned 1883, I wanted to transition into 1883. I've seen you watching that. You've seen it at least twice all the way through, right?
Three times.
Good gosh. You've seen that.
Three times all the way through.
30 freaking episodes, essentially, right? Because it's like 10. Where do you find this time? Because you're just as busy as I am.
I'm not.
Anyway, you had asked me. No, you didn't ask me. You was like, you should check out 1883. And I said, okay, I will at some point. And finally had the chance to check it out. And
after we finished Yellowstone.
I was like, I'll watch it after that. And then, of course, I had stuff going on, so I ain't had time to watch television. And when I got time to watch television, I wanted to turn on 1883. And you and I watched an episode here, episode there, and going into it was a lot easier than...
No, he's not.
What? Going into it was a lot easier than Yellowstone, because I sort of went into 1883 knowing, okay, I'm dealing with a Western, I'm dealing with an origin story about a show that I just watched, that kind of thing, so I was a lot more open, if you will. And again, it's brilliantly done. It's beautifully shot. The writing's great. The actors is all of it's just top to bottom. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. And some of it could be hard to watch for people because just the reality of our country's history that people at one point tried to cover up, in the schools. But it is legit. And you have not been too thrilled with, was it 1923, the next one?
No, because it's too real.
Okay. Yeah. See, with you saying that, I'm struggling with it because it's hard to watch dark stuff now, and it's hard to watch stuff that's really close to home for me. Because it's just 2024, that was a lot.
It was a lot.
So I don't want to put myself through.
We need to make a show called 2024.
Shit, yeah.
We need to make a show called 2024. Like I'm back at school.
Yeah.
And in a class with a professor that I couldn't stand in 2024. I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her. It was so much going on with us during that chunk of life when I was in school before. It was so much that I had blinders on everywhere. Like, what you telling me, I'm going to take offense to it. I'm going to take offense to that. I'm going to take offense to this.
Yeah.
This was going on. That was going on. It was so much going on in 2024. And now I'm looking at it like, oof, you know, you just had a lot going on. You lost. I mean, it was a lot. 2024, yeah. But 1923, I had to go. I even asked, when was my grandma born? You know, she was not born until a couple of years. Was it 2028? Because I think I asked, not 2028.
Yeah, well, I know.
1928.
I'm not going to give you grief about that. I know what you mean.
But because I didn't know a lot of the stuff that was in that is the reason why the church is like it is for the most part.
Yeah.
Down to us bathing, how we bathe, where you start washing yourself from the top to the bottom, and how you sweep the floor, like the nuns coming in and beating the shit out of Indians and until they got it. It was just a lot going on. And I'm like, I remember that. That's how I was raised. That's how I was taught. That's how I was supposed to do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Abuse, rape, all of it. Like, it's just too close to reality for me. I could see too much of myself in how I was raised in 1923 and why. Maybe that's why. And that's why I didn't like it. I didn't like that one too much.
When you say that, I am reminded instantly, and this is very obscure, I'm just warning now, but I'm reminded instantly of about 3-4 years ago on, it was called Twitter then, on Twitter, someone publicly posted to me, "Hey, Aunt Pruitt, does Leo Laporte not understand your traditional values?" That's how he worded it, okay? Does he not understand your traditional values? And I laughed my ass off at that. Because what that means, okay, first off, they're attacking Laporte because he's a bleeding heart liberal guy, okay? All right. But this is a guy that sees a black man from the South and says that I have, quote, traditional values. Okay. So what is traditional values? Do you know what that is? It's all the stuff that you're describing right now.
Oh.
It's all the stuff that you're describing right now that came over here with a bunch of colonizers. And put onto us. Yeah. And he says this as if he's taken up from me.
And that's not, And well, that's probably what he believed too.
Yeah,
he's straight up thinking that he doing that.
Sure did. And I remember checking the guy on it. And I laughed my ass off when I read it. I was like, this cat has no idea about me. You know,
he just assumed
black man from the Carolinas, the South, the deep South, that is. He's got traditional values. You know, and yeah, so that right there is part of the reason why I'm having some, just like you, having some trepidation to go into watch 1923, even though you suggested it because of this guy's body of work. But man, I just don't.
It's because he doing his part.
Yeah,
because those actors are playing the roles like they should, and that's the real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's the real that's out there. It was hard to watch, but it's been a history lesson for me because I just grew up knowing that there was cowboys and Indians, and the Indians were
bad, right?
Bad people that would kill you, and they wore paint on their face, and they were mean, and not the red white face that wasn't taught that way. So I want
to see it because he did such a good job with 1883.
The same actors. That's another thing that I like. He uses these same actors. I'm watching one of them from 1923 in Lioness, and I'm looking at her in Lioness, and I'm like, ooh, it's bringing back really bad memories from 1923 because she played one of those nuns in 1923.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Well, if you haven't seen it, folks, I highly recommend 1883, and we're also I'm pre-recommending 1923. I'm assuming she already recommends it.
I didn't say I recommended it. It's the truth. I just don't. I watched all of it, and Harrelson Ford is in 1923.
He's in 1923.
Yeah,
I know
he's
that.
not in 1883.
Correct.
He's good. I like Harrelson Ford. I'm watching him in, Shrinking.
He's a legend.
He's really good in Shrinking too, and it's funny.
He's a legend.
You can be good in drama and in comedy. Might take time though.
You're right. You can, and
I have to be
it
taught.
is trained.
I need to be taught.
He is totally trained. What did Biscuit do? Good Lord!
I just heard. I thought I heard him whining just now.
Good gosh. All right. Well, we're going to get on up out of here. Thank you for that kind message there from Cinda Fractal. Happy MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day in advance. Thank you so much for that.
I thought it was yesterday. Why did his birthday change? His birthday is January the 15th.
The birthday didn't change. They don't have they don't do the holiday on his birthday.
Why?
I thought there was.
Does everybody else have their holiday on their birthday?
No.
They don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. And in musicals like Queen. I wonder what that means there in that chat. But yeah, anyway, we're going to get out of here. Thank y'all for being here. Glad we could finally catch up. Continue to let everybody else know about this here podcast and do your thing with helping us grow this here community. I've been speaking to some other creators the last handful of days as the new year has started, and we are all sort of feeling the same thing, that what matters is our communities and trying to, if we're making content, definitely make content for the community first and go from there, because the rest of the rat race is such bullshit, and a lot of that stuff is coming to light nowadays. You're going to keep seeing it more and more and more. Cat Williams started one ripple, but there's more and more stuff coming here really, really soon, especially after January 20th. Watch what I tell you. We're on YouTube. We're on Patreon, antpruitt.com/Patreon. Not necessarily on social media, but if you want to find us on there, you'll see us there. Until next time, folks, do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for someone else. And know that it is okay to love you some you. See ya.